to go still. Onward, ever onward.
Finish it. Send me to Lady Shah's embrace.
I'm not done with you yet. My parents, where are they?
So blunt. Have you forgotten all the interrogation techniques I taught you? Where is the finesse?
Where are they?
Your parents are right through that door, in the Chamber of Loss, where they have been all along. You saw them many times, only we made you forget. They watched as we molded you. They watched. They wept. They bled, often at your hand. It may not be a happy reunion, but it will be a memorable one.
Why me? What was all this for?
Lady Shah commanded me, and I obeyed. I do not question. I merely act as she wills me to. I had an enclave in Waterdeep, you know. Much grander than this. Shah ordered me to raise it. Kill all who followed me. Claim they betrayed me. When in fact, I slew those who showed nothing but loyalty. You became my mission. To take a child of Selûne's most dedicated followers and turn her over to Lady Shah. To show that all light fades and darkness will prevail in the end. All this was to make you into what the Dark Lady needed you to be. The planning, the training, those deaths in Waterdeep. It was all to groom you to replace me at her right-hand side. And you threw it away. I draw near, my lady.
Such authority. Just like that.
No time to rest.
I have to find my parents. They must be close.
Your desire?
Can't give up now. Light on my feet.
A little hideaway. Why does this place seem so familiar?
What am I to do? Might be useful.
I think I wrote this. It speaks of a mirror that steals memories. Is that how they did this to me?
Let's try this way.
I've got a long road ahead. If not over, then through.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. Need to keep going.
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
Remind me?
We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right.
I don't remember you.
Oh. A pity. Perhaps we can talk some more later? That is, if you're not about to turn on me. It seems you no longer walk in the Dark Lady's shadow.
Shah condemned me. By her decree, you and I are enemies.
Only if you wish us to be. You may not remember, but we shared a lot together once. Good times. Hard times. I will not turn on you, even if it angers Lady Shah.
That's good enough for me. I'm not sure what I expected coming back to this place. Certainly not a friend. There must be all sorts you can tell me. Things I can't even remember.
There are, but with the Mother Superior gone, I don't know if I can stay here to reminisce. Perhaps there's another enclave out there for me.
You don't need Shah.
You don't, perhaps. Not everyone is as brave. I'll leave come tomorrow. Come see me before then. I was working as quartermaster. I can sell you some things to aid you. And we can catch up.
Worth a shot? Might as well take a look.
These are all about me. 40 years of my life, documented like it was some sort of specimen. Dark Justiciar. I wanted one of my own so badly. Hard to imagine now. Githyanki. Research into the hunt for the astral prism, I'll wager.
I'll grab that.
I can still scarcely believe it. You've returned, and the Mother Superior is gone. So much can change, so quickly. Well, you had a pet mouse for a while. It was against the rules, of course. You used to hide him under your robes and feed him from your rations. Nibbles. I suggested Brie, but you were having none of it. She caught you with him. Forced you to get rid of him in front of everyone. To make an example. You always loved animals. But you never let yourself get too close after that. I'm sorry. Not the sort of thing you want to hear, I'm sure. Well, you know that little scar on your elbow? I was there when you picked that up. It was years ago when we were initiates. Some of the others were intent on tormenting us until you showed them the error of their ways. I think it was 6 against 2, and most of them were bigger than us to boot, but you saw them off, all of them. There were some bruised lips and black eyes in the mess hall that night, and from then on they left us alone. Or at least, they bothered us less. A collision between your elbow and the teeth of a girl called Baldur'S. She came away from it worse than you. She was on the same mission as you. I suppose she won't be coming back. In any case, the Mother Superior soon broke up the fighting, though she didn't punish us. In fact, I saw her smiling. I think she was proud of you. Just small things, silly things. The sort you'd scarcely recall even if your memories were left intact. You had a little hiding place that you went to when you needed to get away. You brought me there sometimes. We'd talk, play, read, do each other's hair. You'd be the first. As quartermaster, I was able to keep it hidden back there, exactly as you left it. The plait and fringe? Yes, on your instructions, of course. You were very intent on a bold look, I think you said. My hands were cramped by the time I finished, but you were very pleased. I like the new look as well, though. You always did like a dramatic touch. Be sure to get everything you need. Come tomorrow, I'll be gone.
I must keep going. I'd better take a peek. Give it a try. I see them.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No, there is no trick. It's her, Genevieve, Jan, our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you try to step away from me, every time you try to reach for Selûne, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. but you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself and for them. I am neither. I am nothing. I am the empty room, the dreamless sleep, the shadow's shadow. There was no pain before my sister set the sun aflame. Now you exist to suffer, until you find your way back to my embrace.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shah's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shah will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
I'm sorry. I didn't know any of this was happening until it was much too late. I came to try to put things right.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going, that you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was, and still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
But I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, 𝑗ennifer.
The curse will just have to go on like this, suffering. I didn't come this far just to give up at the final hurdle. We're leaving this place together. I'm going to take care of you.
Our time has passed, 𝑗ennifer. You must not let us burden you.
You're no burden. You're my strength. I think I know where my willful side comes from now.
But...
Hush, Arnel. Jen wants her family. Jen shall have her family. How can we help, dear?
Get out of this place as soon as your strength allows. There's a camp. You'll be safe there.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Everything that's happened. Shah, my parents. It's almost too much to take in. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
Let's see. I'll take this way.
I applaud your taste.
A huge, polished disc looms before you. A mirror. One used by the Sharans to plunder memories from the minds of others.
This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps.
The mirror's emptiness seems to draw you into a stupefying embrace. Your thoughts, feelings, memories, they grow slow and drowsy, drifting away from each other. You must surrender some part of yourself. But what? To your surprise, the false memory is accepted. It fades from your mind as easily as it was conjured forth. A foreign sensation assails you. For a moment, you do not feel like yourself. A jumble of memories clamor for your attention. They range from ancient to new, but none are yours. Whatever power lurks deeper in the recesses of the mirror has no interest in you. The dark mirror seems to turn dormant, its hunger sated.
Still alive, so that's progress. Never wanted the easy path.
consider my hackles raised. Nature will not even notice you are gone.
Blood comes easy these days. Think you can take me on? Let's light them up.
Can't give up. Not now. No mercy.
No matter what you heard.
Still breathing, despite everything.
We do what we must.
Can't even catch my breath. Swift as my feet can carry me. There's gold inside. Their proceeds? Delivery to the doctor yesterday. It's peaceful, isn't it?
Reputation. More today, academics refer to their works from
They
time
talk a great deal, but do very little. Which may be for the best.
I take it you're not inclined to study the wonders of the Underdark?
Its inhabitants and cultures.
Lodge of the Society of Brilliance.
Fungi and cave slime. No, thank you.
Well met. I am the Society's leading expert on myconid spore telepathy. But I've had to delay my experiments. Run out of spores, you see. Oh, I miss them, those myconid spores. I don't feel quite right without them. Probably shouldn't have inhaled them all so quickly. Eh?
I'm jealous of blows. How?
Should dangerous research be suppressed for the common good?
Genetic morality is not just theory, but fact.
What's that?
Ah, a surface dweller. You find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating to the Underdark. The Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you? A most intelligent impulse. But I'm afraid it simply isn't possible. New memberships are on hold for as long as those wretched absolutists are banging on the city gates. It does, however, give you plenty of time to prepare your admission thesis. A brisk 30,000 words should be more than sufficient. Was there anything else? I assure you, we are as well provisioned an institution as any other you'll find in this city. We simply prefer to keep our wealth away from areas of study. One must stay humble in order to achieve true academic rigor. A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them. Yes, dear Lady Esther, one of our most reliable contractors. Though unfortunately, this particular request was too much even for her. Once the dust has settled on this whole invading army mess outside the walls, I'll find another contractor. Perhaps they will have more success. Was there anything else? I should really get back to my research. Feel free to explore the lodge. Our knowledge is here for the common good, after all. The implications of my theory are significant.
Oh, I miss my spores. I tried eating.
I'm compiling a translation dictionary so warring species of the Underdark can understand each other. It's an essential step forward.
So much Underdark strife comes from vying for scarce minerals. I seek to invent new, easier ways to find such ores. From plenty comes peace. Why can't a man be passionate about mineral ores?
But I'm my surface-dwelling friend. How long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. 𝑣𝑧𝑻𝑬 went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress. A fair assumption. 𝑣𝑧𝑻𝑬 is not given to strong emotion, but I know it regrets the damage caused by others of its kind. I am doing my best to conduct my own research in its absence. Unfortunately, my second-hand knowledge does not compare to the innate understanding 𝑣𝑧𝑻𝑬 brings to such study. 𝑣𝑧𝑻𝑬 believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls, and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. 𝑣𝑧𝑻𝑬 is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path. Of course, I should get back to my research.
Never wanted the easy path.
left in Middle Cobalt is fascinating.
Still breathing, despite everything. Slow down. Looking ahead. These boots have seen everything. If not over, then through.
Drab attire, lackluster skin. My darling, you need my gems. They'll brighten even a ghoul like yourself. Or, if you are the practical sort, I also stock enchanted stones. They're almost as magical as myself. A skeleton would be more accurate. You have good bones, darling. You just need decoration, and you're in the right place. Darling, we're on this plane but for a blink of the eye. Why not get a little luxurious? Remember, a life without glitter is no life at all. Take care now.
A customer. Come, Docha. You look like someone who knows their way around a lute. Or perhaps you enjoy the drums. Flute? No. Lyre. A fellow bard. Oh, might I bend your ear? I've been experimenting with lute strings made of, hear me out, warg hair. Well, you see...
Excited and breathless, time passes in the blink of an eye as the two of you get lost in the intricacies of music.
Goodness, look at the time. I'm terribly sorry for keeping you, but the most delightful chat. Here, a little discount as a thank you. Thank you for coming to my little shop. I hope you have a wondrous day.
Need to find a way forward.
You sure it's not a trapped nerve?
The brain. It's here. Stay away from the gate.
No way to run a business, I say. Don't even browse while you've been clients.
There's creeps in cloaks creeping around down in the sewers.
Do you think we could swim into the other city? Through the river, I mean.
Maybe. I don't know how
No way to
closely
run a
they watch
business,
it.
I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
But there's probably crates and things down there to keep trash like us out.
Nah, you're right. And I'm not the best swimmer anyway. Gods know what else is down there at all.
What do you mean, what else is down there?
I don't know. No.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
That little hideaway that we found in the cloister, it almost felt like I'd found a piece of my childhood. A childhood I don't truly remember. But remember it or not, I felt right at home there, surrounded by books and night orchids. Maybe. Or maybe I already liked night orchids and I chose that place because of them. The particulars of childhood can grow hazy even if your memories haven't been tampered with. But I felt safe there. I know that much. Well, can you imagine what it would have been like growing up in that place? Endless training, no privacy, facing scorn wherever I looked. I can very easily imagine I needed somewhere to escape to, if I was to survive. Nocturne and I must have come here a lot. We probably had plenty we wanted to hide from. Anyway, I think that little hideaway helped shape who I am, as much as any sermon or training did. Funny the things that influence you. More than remember it, I think I did it. I can recognize my own handwriting. How long ago was this? Years? All the time I spent training, hidden away from the world. I think I must have wanted to leave my mark somewhere. Just to prove I existed. Even to myself. Of course. I suppose you've earned it.
Nah, you're right. And I'm not the best with it. God's know what else is down there.
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord, Baal. Together, we shall transcend. A challenger. My lord tests me. This piteous hovel will be your grave challenger. I will savor your final breath. My last kill. Another witness to my sacrament. How fortunate.
You felt funny.
I mean, yes, most
have to keep going.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client. No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Do you think to through the river?
Not but another harvest.
What about this?
Never a dull moment. Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you were there. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back. Devella Fountainhead, Constable of the Flaming Fist. I've been investigating the recent spate of murders across the city. I was on my way to the upper city when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see if I could help. It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action. Not even in this profession. Now, if you don't mind, I need to draft a report to my superiors before I forget it all. But don't worry. I'll be sure to put in a good word for you.
You do?
How? All right. Fine. These killings aren't random. In fact, they seem to be part of some sort of test. The killers paralyze their victims, take their hands as an offering for Baal, and make it look like the cult of the Absolute was behind it all. You've seen those gruesome dioramas that have been springing up, right? Corpses posed like unholy paintings, blood everywhere. There's no way in the hells that those scenes and these murders aren't connected somehow. Now your turn. What do you know about the killings? Gods. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound, but this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, he amassed an army, seeking to become a god himself. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived, and with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed, and to cleanse the city of 𝑣𝒂𝒂𝒂's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. The Baal cult is back, and someone is out there, continuing 𝑣𝒂𝒂𝒂's work. I've not ruled out the possibility that it is 𝑣𝒂𝒂𝒂 himself. The brutality of the killings is certainly reminiscent of his work. There's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence. Try to convince my superiors to put some resources into this matter. After what's happened here, they might finally take this seriously. Might. Believe me, I wish I could, but I need this job. You really are a godsend. Meet me at Basilisk Gate if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Passphrase, Sicarius, and a location. We should find this Candle Hallow place.
Onward in her name.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Is that blood? No, never mind.
Can't afford to stay idle.
At your command. Shake off the dust.
No time to rest.
Your thievery has been noticed. Choose your next move carefully. You'll walk free for now. But your stories won't land so well if you're caught again.
What's next?
No one's stopped me yet.
The ignorance aware.
Don't want to draw any attention. Light on my feet. I'll take that.
Keeps the ignorance aware.
If not over, then through.
We could take a few in. Our mansion's big enough.
Oh, you are the funniest.
Can't slow down. mind if I do. On my way. Can't risk being in open view. Wish I had a bag of holding. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Safest place in the city, too.
I don't need any attention right now. Breathe quiet, move with care. More for me. Don't waste a step. Better be cautious. Never wanted the easy path. Might be useful. Just out of view. What do we have here?
caught red-handed. Perhaps you should practice on a mannequin or a corpse.
Can't believe someone would try and murder Master Figaro. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Well, unless it was buzzing around one of his fitting rooms.
Light on my feet.
I must say, I'm damn lucky you showed up when you did. Can you believe what that monster was doing? Truly. Then you're made of sterner stuff than I, friend. I'll confess, it terrified me greatly. Can you imagine dressing entirely in red? Jests aside, thank you. You forever have my humblest gratitude and a most generous discount on my wares. In the face of such horror, I don't see that I have much choice. Now, how may I help you today? I sell anything and everything needed to cultivate your countenance. The best you'll find in Baldur's Gate. Certainly better than any dreck you'll pick up in Worm's Crossing. Very good, sir. Now remember, fashion's a fickle mistress, so be sure to return.
What now? With haste.
Shar believes us so fearful of pain that we would empty our lives of all other feeling just to escape it. I will admit a petty sort of pleasure in watching Shadowheart make the goddess look 𝑘𝒂𝒍𝒂𝒕𝒉𝒓𝒐𝒖𝒈𝒄. The threat of spanking never kept the children from poking through my things. Why should it deter you? It is a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. It is not something you need concern yourself with. I've picked up stranger things in all my travels. Trust me. I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, they had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice? Well, if fool I be, then at least I'm in good company. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both. You're sure? Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
Credit where it's due. You are tenacious. And tougher than I expected. Pain can break anyone. But you bore it well. And got what you wanted. Even if you've damned yourself to a lifetime of that same pain. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on. Careful, I bite. Step quick. Let's crack it open.